we had the Emmy Awards very recently, and they were showing the in memoriam. So you're seeing all these people that passed away. Some people you didn't even know. Is there anyone that hit hard for you that you kind of want to pay homage to? Stephanie?
There was a couple.
Or Adam?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, George Siegel is one that kind of comes to mind because we're huge fans of the TV show, and the Goldbergs, obviously. And having watched that family for, is it 7, 8 seasons now?
I don't know, because we also watched Schooled, right? The spin-off.
So it's hard to know true. We watched many seasons. We're familiar with them, but I think we watched it before he passed away, or we just started. No, I think we started watching it the whole series the same week that he passed away. But we had just watched the first couple episodes, and knowing that we would eventually get to a point where he won't be there anymore, and it was just so devastating. But I don't know how they're going to tackle that in the next season, because this show is really light, right? It's really funny. Yeah. They do tackle obviously serious issues, but again, it's mostly in a lighthearted manner. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough season to watch when the next one comes out.
I think the last season that we did watch, the second half of the season, he
wasn't in it maybe.
But they didn't
talk about it.
They definitely focused on it in one episode. And they had a memoriam to him at the end.
Yeah, but the characters didn't focus.
Exactly. The characters, I find that the characters didn't get enough time to mourn the passing of that other character.
Yeah, that's interesting, especially in a comedy. How do you address it, especially a show like that that's very light? I remember when John Ritter died, he was doing a sitcom called 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. It's a very long name for a show. But he died, and he was the star. And then, of course, the next season, they had to address it. And they just... Yeah, so it's a bit of a tricky tightrope there. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. We're going to miss him. Adam, anybody that really hit you hard?
The other one was so there's a documentary about food called Somebody Feed Phil, which we recently discovered. Well, I don't know, not recently, at least a year ago.
It's a travel food kind of reality series.
And for some reason, that series struck a chord with us. We really liked the humor of it. We liked the food. We liked the host.
Who's Phil Rosenthal. He's the writer behind Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, and it was just something special about that show, and we love watching it while we're eating, because we can watch amazing food and eat okay food and feel like we're there. And his father passed away, and his father was a big part of that show as well. He'd often have Zoom calls rather, with his father while he was traveling around, and with his mother as well. And his mother passed away also recently.
Yeah, had passed away earlier, and then we just the father passed away within the last couple months.
Yeah. So that one was we only found out actually when you sent us the list of people who've passed the past year, and then we saw that name and we're like, oh no.
That's the thing. That's what it hits you so hard. Sometimes you don't know, or you missed it, and you're like, oh no, they're no longer with us. I had to be. During the in memoriam of the Emmys, I saw Dustin Diamond, Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah.
Not that I miss it, but these things happen, and then you move on, and you're like, oh wow, he's no longer with us. Charles Grodin, I'm going to throw out only because he's been in lots of stuff, but he was the dad on Beethoven. You ever watch that movie Beethoven?
Oh yeah.
He was the dad. He was he made an art form out of being grumpy. Honestly, it was so funny and so skilled the way he just was effortlessly grumpy. So, yeah, lots of stars have left us this year, and we want to hear from you. Which one hit you the hardest? If you want to pay any respects to anyone's career, drop it in the comments.